What is motivating him as we move forward now, coming up in these next episodes?
Finding an identity, feeling significant, having worth, finding fun, entertaining himself, making people respect him. But I think the number one thing is figuring out who he is. He just doesn't know, and he's like this amoeba, that just can't really figure out what's going on. And it almost feels like, and I like to think of this with him, it almost feels like there are lives that he could have had or should have had, and he missed it. And so now he's like, gotta just figure something out with the world and the body that he's in, and with this mind, I think when he lost Kristen, it's like something was actually stolen from him. That was the only time he's felt like a normal person, and he ruined it,
Can he get over it?
No. I mean, sure, you can get over stuff, but I think it's actually terrible when you lose someone that you love, and he's not someone that deals with feelings well. So just move on, and he says sometimes he feels. I think he says it to Jim Gordon. It's like this is fate. This is my fate. I didn't make this choice. This is happening to me, and I have to just go with it.
And it doesn't help that the next girlfriend had the same exact face. Is that gonna be the theme in season?
If we can get Chelsea back a third time, I'm down. I love her.
She'll be a brunette this time, redhead, blonde brunette.
Somebody's probably creative.
So, how does it feel to finally kind of, the character's coming into his own? How does it feel to kind of come into your own on the show, kind of getting this bigger?
It's great, man. I feel very fortunate to now be like a pillar of the show, especially from where we came. It's like Danny said at the panel. They gave me chances. They certain actors, when they started giving us opportunities, and they're like, oh wow, there's like an actor in there, we can give him stuff, and I would deliver something interesting at least, and so they would give me something else, and it just took them a while to key into oh, we can let this character have a bigger role in this city. So it's just been a kind of slow development that way. It's worked out wonderfully. I love the way that the arc has gone for him. I like that he started kind of quiet and unsuspecting. Hey, Bubba. Yeah, I feel very lucky.
Is there something about him now that you enjoy playing this season, maybe, that you haven't enjoyed in previous seasons?
Yeah, I think there's. I like that I've kind of made him explore sort of intimidation, trying to intimidate people, harnessing power through a voice. Let him drop his voice a little bit, truly feel like a man. I like that he's kind of leaned into being a violent person for a little bit. I don't think that necessarily has to stay or be something that defines him, but I think having a period of his life where he's really okay with being physically secure and protecting himself, I think that's great. Toward the latter half, these last 8 episodes, not even the end of the season's a little rough, but in this first foray into Riddlerdom, there's a lot of fun. It's the first time we'll see him having a lot of fun with riddles and his identity, especially in 15 and 17. So I look forward to more of that in the future.
Now, this season's been a little bit more over the top with the villains going a little darker, but a little more comic bookish and cartoonish. Mm-hmm. How do you see the character progressing for yourself, and how much more fun is it to go just that little bit more further?
I think it's important. They're called supervillains, some of us are. I like it. I mean, these are supposed to be people that are larger than life, the greatest criminals in our history, Charles Manson, he's a comic book character. That's some crazy stuff. That's over the top, It's just a little more interesting.